Someone scheduled another ownership meeting. That is fine. What is not fine is that no one knows who schedules them anymore. 4 departments. 1 TBD. The TBD is not a placeholder. The TBD is a tombstone. No one wants to touch it. Here is how you know the process is broken. People start making jokes in the slide deck, and no one removes them because no one owns the slide deck either. Tax says, we calculate. We do not populate source systems. Fair, but the calculation needs numbers, and the numbers are currently in 4 different Excel files. None of them match. IT says, we move data. We do not validate tax logic. Also fair. But the data they moved last week had a 3 in the jurisdiction field. The jurisdiction was Germany. There is no 3 in Germany. IT says the source system allowed it. That is also true. No one owns the source system validation either. Controllership says, we sign off. We do not adjust local records for Globe. Also, technically correct. But local records already have adjustments. They are just for local tax. Globe wants different adjustments. No one mapped the difference. That mapping was supposed to be done in Phase 1. Phase 1 ended 3 months ago. The project dashboard says Phase 1 is complete. That is because someone checked a box. The box did not ask, is the data ready? The box asked, did you finish the meeting series? Those are different questions. Meanwhile, an email thread has entered the bump phase. Bump means no one knows the answer. Bump means no one wants to say, I do not know. Bump means the problem is now 3 weeks older and 0 steps closer. After 6 weeks of arguing, someone makes a decision. Not about who owns the work, about hiring someone else to figure out who owns the work. External consultants arrive. Nice slides, nice fonts, nice logos, no data map, but they do have a dinner budget. The first 3 months are pleasant. Expense accounts are used, steaks are eaten, everyone feels heard. The consultants produce a document called Globe Operating Model Recommendations. The recommendation is that someone should own the data. It does not say who. Then the budget conversation happens. Most of the fee has gone to partner time and Italian food. Little remains for actual implementation. So the solution arrives. 2 interns, 1 staff accountant on a 3-month rotation. The templates ask questions like, what is your data source? The internal team does not know. That is why they hired consultants. The interns do not know either. They say they will escalate to the manager. The manager is at a different client this week. He will circle back. So now the ownership question is back, but with less budget. And 2 interns who have never seen an ERP system. The consultants have moved on to the next client. Their template remains. The template is not an owner. The template does not file returns. This is not a people problem. This is a common system implementation failure pattern. Teams write TBD. No one claims TBD. Teams write a department. Departments do not do work. Teams write 2 names. 2 names means no one decides when they disagree. The only thing that works is boring and specific. 1 name, 1 task, 1 deadline, not a department, not a pair, not a vague handoff. 1 person who is a responsible adult for that one thing. Here is a simple test. Take every Pillar 2 task you have. Write down the name of the person doing it. If the same name appears on 3 tasks, that is fine. If no name appears on a task, that task will not happen. If a department name appears, no one is doing it. If 2 names appear, send an email right now and ask who is responsible. Watch how long it takes them to answer. That tiny silence is the answer. Deadlines without names are suggestions. Names without deadlines are titles. You need both. Carol will map the source system by Friday is an assignment. Tax will handle source systems is a prayer. Prayers do not map data. Carol is not special. Carol just has a name on a task with a date. If Carol does not do it, you know who to talk to. No one says we need alignment. No one says let us socialize this. No one says we will form a working group. Carol has a task. That is not elegant. So here is the takeaway. Stop writing TBD. Stop writing department names. Stop assigning 2 people. Write 1 name. Write 1 task. Write 1 date. If you cannot do that, you do not have an implementation plan. You have a calendar full of meetings where people explain why it is not their job. And those meetings have never filed a Globe return. Not once.